what should we start with first?
I would suggest let's do the another word.
No,
Yeah, we would like to have a word with sir. Like, not a word, a lot to learn from you, lot to ask you. So, let's, I think, take it.
So, Vince.
No, I just took it and I felt something.
So, few words from your side, then we'll ask some questions.
Good evening, everyone. It's so nice to see some real old guys. It's so nice to see.
Sir, old means old by age.
I never turned old and hair white old. For me, it's never like that. It's so nice to see some runners from different centers also over here. It would be good if some more would have come who we invited, still not yet come. But it's always great to be with runners. It's always great to be with runners off the running track also. So, it's good that we are here when we are not in the center actually. I'm so happy. It's a little bit touching also because this is the first time we're having something like this in BEFIT. I never thought of it. And I'm sure this idea has come from Almas. Being Almas. I didn't even know, but I knew she is the one because that's what she is doing at Shivaji Park Center, and I'm so happy for her because she's a gem of a person. For me, coaching started always at the beach, and people keep saying, "So why don't you start opening centers?" But I felt that if I'm not there, I would never give justice to that place. But it so happened that I had some good coaches. That time Rolman was there, and I said, "Let me start off somewhere else besides Jew." And first was Shivaji Park, after Chu. So I'm so happy that this center is still going on for the last 20 years. I started with kids at Shivaji Park, and then those kids' parents said, let's do something for us. That's the way I brought the parents into running. And we were at Shivaji Park ground, and then we found some better place over here. But it was always challenging for me to move center, so I decided let's have it on a Tuesday, Thursday, so I could be there. The demand is, and then I had to move to Bandra also. But my heart would always be with Shivaji Park because the kids were there, the parents were coming, so that's how I loved Shivaji Park first. And the only sad thing was, we didn't have a good place to run. It was always happening around the park and and the mud, opening our mats over there. For the old runners, really knew what difficulty we went through in the rains and cricket starts, and we moved, hitting the ball. But Shivaji Park was Shivaji Park for us in those days. Some of them, and I'll also mention this, looking at the runners. Some runners from June come to Shivaji Park. So I'm very happy for you all. So it's been good. The group is good. The group had grown. I do not know how it broke, how it went. It does happen even at June that people are tired of running or they go to a different club. That doesn't matter. But there are some genuine, loving runners who have stayed with me, and I'm so happy for them because that gives me satisfaction that they believe and trust BEFIT. Because I believe in standing for anyone who says I want to run, and these are the runners who have still been with me and saying that, sir, I want to improve, I want to run, I want to take few steps, I'm in pain, but I still want to complete that. Everyone is doing, I also want to do. I need to move. So I'm so happy that people who join want movement, and that's what lifestyle is all about, movement. I want you to move, and I'm so happy that few runners, young runners, old runners, aged runners, they are with BEFIT, and that's what matters to me. So thank you Sanjay and Almas and Shivaji Park group for this wonderful kind of ceremony which you are having. It's really touch. I think our coaches also. I made a rule. Your coaches cannot go anywhere, but you all have to be over here. They were trying to escape me, but I said no way. This has to happen with our full team over here. So that's how all of us are here. Except for Rolman, I don't know where we stuck still. still don't want to figure out like the award ceremony to start. Everyone is eager about looking at all these.
We'll have questions for you.
Yes.
We have questions.
Ladies first.
Yeah, okay. So I would like to know, how did you start running? Where did you start and why did you start?
Honest answer I cannot give. But I will share it actually. I have always loved to be out of the house.
Outstanding person.
Outstanding person. Parents used to say, it's time up, come in. But I wanted, as I said, movements. I wanted to be out of the house. Our brothers and sisters were always, my brothers and sisters were always someone who played hours. I was the one who played 2 hours more than them. So I didn't have this structure which you've seen in me. I was very thin. I was not even tall enough. What happened to me to enter running is, there was a guy who was training with a club, in a club with a very good coach. And he was always winning. I was in 6th standard at that time. And I always felt that he's fast. And my dad loved sports. My parents loved sports. But never said that Prince would go and play. Playing was all about Iti Dandu and Langdi and all that was playing for us. That was spending time. So I always watched him and he was always winning gold. Because he was training with the top coach in Bombay, Shivaji Bajaj. So I said, I need to be somewhere where he's so close by. So I said, let's compete in the school sports team. But unfortunately, to tell you the hard-hitting truth, 7th standard, I got appendix. I got jaundice. I couldn't take part for the school sports. No medals. 8th standard, jaundice. 9th standard, appendix. That dropped me to a level I felt I will never be a sportsman. I will never win a medal. 10th standard, I won everything. How? I just woke up every morning and my dad used to say, go and run with those military guys. They used to always run. We had a military outpost over there. They were always running. And I used to just run with them and I used to keep running. And it was simple shoes, just in a t-shirt and just run behind them. And that gave me my interest in running. Now, how do I train? How do I coach? I had no idea. I spoke to this guy who was always winning. He said, you come with me. I'll take you to the coach. He took me to the coach and everything changed after that. And that's how I am today, is only because of one person, my coach, Shivaji Bajaj. I didn't know what I was entering to because I didn't know what was training actually. And what I went through, I loved it. I never asked him a single question, which event, what am I going to do? He said, this is done. I'm here, I train. I'm morning, evening, I train, and that's how I became a runner. And that's how I'm loving every part. And I started running only when I passed my 10th standard, that is 16 years. I defied what people said sports starts at young age. So I started running, training and loving the sport only when I was 16. Until today, 38 years, I have never stopped competing. It's been constant.
That leads to my second question. Most of the elite runners, they stop after certain years because they've given so much to running. They want to enjoy life or do something. But you are actually the exception. You actually do now more harder stuff than what you did probably at a younger stage. How you manage your love for competing sport? Obviously, love for running is different thing. Love for fitness is different thing. But competing at a higher level, even after so many years, what keeps you going?
The medal always shines when it's on you. Am I right? How will you not have that happiness? How will you go to sleep when the medal is not around your neck? So it has to burn inside you that I need to do something which my body feels happy about. I need to do something which I should feel that I'm tired at the end of the day. I need to do something which I feel that my gut is hurting, my butt is hurting, everything is hurting. I train because I love pain. I train because I love to hear my heartbeat go. So I might be different as he said, but that's what makes me going. I just love to run. I love to train. Competition is not for everyone. But when it comes to competition for me, I never underestimate anyone. I know everyone is training. I want to prove to not myself, to the world that someone from India also is as good as you. And to be honest and really sincere, I have no plan in my program. I have no training days. I have no special diet. I run when I get time. So it can be done by anyone. Sometimes I'm training before class, sometimes I'm training after class. It's just I need to get that high. I'm sure addicts love to drink. I'm sure there are some of them who love to smoke. I love to run. And when I compete because I want to give two names credit, my dad and my son. So I compete so that whatever medals I win, they should be proud of it. So that's why I want to go all over the world to compete and win medals for India so that these two people are always proud of me.
It comes to the next one, like this about your coaching and coaching for last 20 years. The coaching method has evolved. I've running for 10 years. Different things have changed. So what are the things you learned over the years, like how it will help the runners to run injury free or do their mileage or the try things better? For example, this time we both Rishi and me trained for Ladakh. We actually learned a different kind of running with a low heart rate running. We actually struggled in a low heart rate running, probably more than running faster. And it was days, and the other part is like, when DC had the hamstring injury and, you change the pattern completely, what needs to be done. So how you really go about training and what are the things changed over years?
Which body part of mine is not broken? Which injury I have not had? The thing is that I've gone through so much of running, I have so much of injuries, and as I love the track, I love my injuries also. So when I get injured, I like to ask 100 questions to the doctors. I love to know why this injury can happen. How can you come out of it? What are the best ways of doing it? Because I know I have to same thing do it to my runner and bring them out of it. So injuries are always going to be there. You will never move ABCD from a child who wants to learn English or in school. ABCD will always be there. Your toe walk will always be there. Science has changed. I do not believe completely in it. The reason why is actually why. Shoes. Our runners ran bare feet. Am I right? What is shoe market today? Same thing, evolution takes place. But the basics cannot be changed. You need movements, you need to train, you need to run. Let it be with foam or without foam. Heat or ice. What suits you is important. It's your faith and trust in the coach and in your doctor. Will definitely bring you out of it. Now, for a runner, as you said, both of them went to Kharungla. I always knew this, but a low heart rate. But people never believed and wanted to run slow. You have to unlearn yourself. Many of them think, no, let me run fast. People come to me, sir, I want to beat this time. I want to beat this runner. They come to me personally, I want to beat this runner. Why beat that runner? That means you're always thinking of running fast, which is bad, harmful for you when you start running. No one wants to go to that ABCD of running slow, a low heart rate. No one wants to bring their heart rate first to below 60. They always think that I need to get fast, but by sleeping well, less stress, you'll bring your heart rate down. Your base heart rate becomes down only when you're not stressed. And if you're not going to focus on this, while running, your heart rate will zoom up. So I have to teach you to run slow so that your heart rate when it goes to stress, your heartbeat when it goes to stress while running, when its intensity increases, the humidity increases, and everything increases, you're still comfortable in that zone. And I've tried it with a lot of runners. It was which I learned by reading, but I tried it on runners which successfully happened. And this is new. It was never before. We always thought we need to run fast. Even I want to run fast, but we train 85 to 90%. We never train above 90%. Even the professionals, they never train above 90%. That invites injury. You have to be in that comfortable zone. But 85% of that running makes you number one, makes you good. But if you're competing at the world level, it's different at that time. So for me, it is, as you said, learning. Yes, I tried to learn a lot. I was in a lot of camps when I was a runner, and I met international doctors in that camp. So that's how I got to know the kind of training pattern that changed, the medicines that came, the kind of treatments that are helpful for runners. But we should believe in your coach and your doctor if you really want to get better, and have faith in them.
So I have a question that what is one piece of advice that you have for your coaches and especially both your sons? I would remind, yeah, I mean when your fathers, no. When you have a father like this, when you all are the overachiever, so
Let's not do it in front of us as you
So once again.
So, like, because of his achievements and all, so I would want to know what goes on at home. You know, like, yeah. What is the one piece of advice, or if not one, two, three, whatever it is? What do you tell them?
And it was even on the car journey home.
Advice to coaches first is they call you so. They come because you stand there. If you are not 100%, they will not like it. They will not like what you do. They will not like what you are doing to them. You need to put your life into them. Because for me, the sacrifice what everyone does of waking up is not easy. I believe in every client that comes and wakes up has a goal, has a target, loves their body, loves their family, because some of them also have to fight it out with their spouses that I'm going. You all are going through a lot of things. Seriously, I'm telling you, am I right? What am I saying? If you all are coming for a reason to be fit, I want my coaches to have the same kind of action piece. No, Naveen. I know you. You're on the mic. Everyone's hearing you. Where are you? 20 minutes. The race, the start, and in 25 minutes, the time also goes up. Come. So for me, coaches wake up. They wake up before you all, never be late. Love your runners, love your clients. If you don't love it, and love from the heart and from your mind, from your brains. Because if you don't love them, you will never be able to give what they are giving back to you. For my children, you have found gold. Shine it. That's all I will say.
Okay. I think you when we are in Leh, I think you gave a very good advice. I want you to slightly tell more about it. So you said when a runner takes up a challenge, it actually challenges you because that runner, that what is the for example, let's say Rohit is not running, but suddenly I saw that in Rohit last year when he was actually taken 16 days. He said he was only on water for 16 days. He wanted to do a full marathon. He was more worried than Rohit. Rohit thought he can do it, but Princeton was more worried. So how can you run after taking a September, taking 16 days completely on water, and his body was completely he lost 10 kgs or 12 kgs in 16 days. So like that, you told us one good thing, and what I remember that a runner takes a challenge. I actually take a challenge. I actually go through the journey with the runner for those months. If the runner gets a setback, I again go back and see that what more can be done, what different things can be done. So there are so many runners taking the challenges. Okay, different ways. Someone is going for Kartangla, someone is doing 400 meters, someone is doing Berlin. So how in your mind do you actually find time for all those challenges?
Ask my wife. Where do I sit? You know it very well. I have one place fixed with me. Where I sit on the chair. They enter the room, they see me, where am I sitting? I'm not a tech savvy guy. I love to use my pencil and pad. So whenever any of my runners call me and get in touch with me, I always make note, or if I give something to them, I also make note of that. Now, I love to be in the shoes of my runners. The reason why is I must know what is your feeling. I must know what is your challenge that you have. Big events like Naveen, comrades, back-to-back comrades, world championships. They are all big events. And for me, every runner matters. If I'm not going to pay attention, if I'm not going to understand the person, it would be a runner having a very serious runner I'm talking of, a non-vegetarian, a very serious runner. How will he perform as per my expectation? So I need to be with him. I need to guide him all throughout. So I try to understand him by writing workouts if he is able to do it or no. Was his capacity right now for someone like Rohit, for someone like Sanjay or Almas? I try to understand the difficulties that the person will go first. Because I do not want the person to be in pain. Second, I do not want the person to go back from whatever break he took. Like if he's taking a break for, let's talk about Rohit, as you said, Rohit. He took a break not because of injury, but because if I push him and he gets injured, he's already not ran, which no one likes when they don't run. Am I right? If you're a runner and I tell you to sit, you'll never like. So he's already not ran. If I am pushing him and then he gets injured and he has to sit on another 15 days, he will never like that because then it's more painful. It's painful for a runner to run. So that's why I write every single workout of everyone. It would be him, it would be him, or it would be him. That's how I know it very well how to take him forward. I love your runners and I know you all want to be there where you are coming every morning. And it's never, I'll tell you this, I never like not to sneak your run. I want you to run because that is a feeling which, no one can understand till he runs. When you run only, let it be 10, 15 minutes or let it be 2 hours. The feeling during is so different, and the feeling once you finish is unbelievable. Let it be 10 minutes, let it be 20 minutes, let it be 30 minutes. That feeling is different. So I don't want my runners to come to me and not love that. That love for a run is different. I'm sure most of my runners know about that. So that's why I take care of everyone looking at it by writing it down.
So another question. So what is, you will see a lot of new faces who have come. They are not actually into running. They have just started, like Madhu is about 2 months old and Shabdal is a couple of weeks old. So what is your advice to them? Because I remember when I had joined, the first day I had told him that I don't plan to run any marathon. That was exactly what I had told him, that I don't look forward to running long distance. I just want fitness because I have never been to a gym. I have never done anything besides dancing for some time. And you can see, like 6 months back, all of a sudden I told him, okay, fine, I want to run. So what is one advice that you tell them so that they retain, because we see a lot of new faces who come, they are there for a couple of months and then they disappear. So what would you suggest them that they should do so that they don't get, they don't feel, like they are looking at the seniors, they don't feel shy or left out, or they are enough motivated?
Yeah, there are some new faces. Every center there are new faces which come. Let's start with, that's why I want to be where all my runners are. That's why I want to be in every center. Because if they don't see me, I know they are not happy. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
That was not, I think some of them don't want to. Yeah, so I never put a runner into an event. I never put a runner into an event. I keep them into a fitness. I take care of their injuries. I tell my coaches in my meetings, this client has joined because of this, and these are the injuries and these are the issues. So I have a briefing with them. But I never force a runner to be a part of an event till the runner comes to me. She or he herself has to start feeling that I'm loving this. I feel it's good to be running. It's good to be with the group who's running. It's feeling good. I'm enjoying it. Then I take up the challenge. Because if I force a person to this, I'm automatically discouraging that poor runner post the race. Because if that race goes bad, it was because of me, because I told you to go for the race. So I want you to start enjoying it. I want you to start feeling the love for that slight pain, fatigue,